Could you imagine a world without choices? Not every woman plans to get pregnant, and some can afford it. Should these women have choices? Imagine yourself being 16 and pregnant, being afraid, like, you don't even know what's going to happen, what you're doing. And now you have to tell your parents that their unresponsible child is pregnant with a child. I was 16 when I told my mom I was pregnant. She ended up kicking me out. I was living house to house. And I didn't want to live like that. And especially I didn't want my child to live like that. And abortion was not even an option for me. The only options that my mom gave me, either have the abortion or be homeless. And I ended up giving in because I didn't want to do it anymore. And I was afraid. So for that said, I got the abortion, and probably was the best decision I could make. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, or even have my beautiful family that I have now. And I was also glad that I went through a safe place where I had my safe abortion. Which that in this cases I will be talking about women that don't get these access to these contraceptives, or they end up leading to dangerous, unsafe abortions. Our world really needs to work hard to get together and help unplanned pregnancies. Going back again, how women that don't have these access to contraceptives end up leading to these unplanned pregnancies. For example, there was a woman named Kelly. She was a college student, had no type of income, and birth control for her was $50 a month. When she found out that she was pregnant, her first thought was, I have to get an abortion. So she ended up asking her friends for loans, so she can afford the $600 abortion. If she can't even afford to pay for birth control, how can she afford for a child? So that's why she made that decision. And that was through the National Women's Center. According to the Power to Decide, 20 million women are in need of publicly funded conceptions. And 19.5 million live in contraceptive deserts. When I mean deserts, it means a dead end. So basically they have no access to any of those contraceptives. There's even countries out there that don't even have health centers where they can't even access to basically nothing. Like if you're ill, you're ill. You just have to figure it out. The American College of Obstetricians was agreed that access and cost issues are common reasons why women either don't use conception or have gaps of use. When they say they have gaps of use, it's because they can't afford it, and it just goes back and forth. Like, it's a slippery slope. And that was through the American College in December of 2012. You might think the lack of birth control is the only reason to have abortions pro-choice, but banning could lead to unsafe abortions. That's why too many women are being harmed by having unsafe abortions. For example, more than 22,000 women and girls die each year after having an unsafe abortion. Since 1990, the world has made significant progress and reduced of other main causes from maternal deaths, yet but there has been little improvements to unsafe abortions. And that was through the medicine of Sans Frontier Doctors Without Borders in March 7th of 2019. This story is about a girl named Erica. She was 14 when she found out that she was pregnant. When her own town found out that she was pregnant, they started whispering, and they weren't just whispers about her. There was whispers about her grandmother. She never met her because she died when she was 23. And then end up putting the whispers that she heard, the words that she heard, put together, that her grandmother ended up having an illegal abortion. And that she ended up dying from it. So with that said, that she was glad that she has the option to have a safe abortion. And that was through the U.S. Today in June 11, 2019. A nurse from Mesobilic named Tanya knows what happens to women that don't have this decision. There will be women that would come into the center that would be in very bad shape. There was days where, since they were a low level health center, they would have to transfer women to others. One day there was this girl that her parents ended up bringing her to the health center, and she was in really bad, she was pale, she was anemic. They ended up running some tests, and they ended up telling her that she was bleeding down there. And Tanya told her parents that they should go buy a pregnancy test because they didn't have any there. So after they went and bought the pregnancy test, the test came out positive. And then so Tanya started asking questions like what had happened, when did she start bleeding. The girl ended up telling her that she's been bleeding about a month now. And that would explain all what was going on. So her parents had no clue, and the only reason why her parents ended up finding out is because she couldn't even get up. She wasn't able to go to the bathroom, and they were surprised that she even had an abortion. And that was through Pathfinder International 2019. That's why abortion should not be outlawed, because women should have the choice without a choice. Without a choice leads to unsafe methods and even lead to deaths. Abortion should be pro-choice. Without the access of birth control could lead to abortions, and with abortions outlawed, unsafe abortions are bound to happen. Therefore, believing that abortion should be pro-choice and having support system can prevent all these unsafe habits that we can't seem to help. Emotional support through all this is very important. Thank you.